What's going on, everybody? It is Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire, and welcome to another video every day in February. Okay, it's truth time. It is February 19th. I'm getting way too close. So it's actually, I'm filming this at 8:30 in the morning. I still have to edit this video and then get it up for the day. So I'm cutting it kind of close right now. This next week, I'm gonna try to build a couple extra videos and build a buffer so I'm ahead of the game. But if I'm gonna make a video every single day in February, I kind of need to step it up, because doing a video every day or being on the hook for a video every day and making sure to edit and do it every day, it's a lot of pressure. So probably gonna work on maybe today filming a second video. We're starting the next video. I was at one point about 3 videos ahead. So yeah, we're kind of getting down to crunch time, and we only have a couple weeks left. We're actually doing really well. So today's video though is going to be an order pull video. We're also going to throw in some Q&As, so some questions and answers. I asked this question on Facebook, on the Facebook page. I asked this question on my Instagram, and I get questions all the time on YouTube. So we're going to pull from those 3 places. Going to answer a few questions. We're going to pull some orders. Let's get into this video. All right, we have an eBay sale, and hopefully we have a lot more coming out of this bin right here. This is all from the wholesale buy. This No Fear hat right here. Door open screen. I think it sold for high 30s, maybe even 40 bucks, something like that. Yeah, I think we're gonna put this one most likely in a box like this, and we'll get this one shipped out. This one did sell on eBay. I got this one all boxed up. This one's going to United States Postal Service to Las Vegas. I charged about $8 shipping on this, and I think it cost me about $7.60 through Stallion Express. All right, next we have an Etsy order, and thank goodness, I haven't had too much luck on Etsy lately, but I haven't found a lot of DVD VCR combos, but luckily we've been listing some jerseys, and this one sold. It's the medium. Looking for the Calgary large. So it could be mixed in here anywhere. Yeah, it's on this side. All right, so this one sold. Calgary Flames blank Fanatics breakaway jersey. I remember paying for this one because we just picked it up in Niagara Falls, Canada. $19.99 we paid for this one. And it did sell for $79 and change plus shipping on Etsy. So first thing I'm going to do is going to get rid of the sticker before we ship it out, but we'll get this one shipped out with Stallion. All right, so we got this jersey all packaged up. It's going United States Postal Service Parcel Select to Houston, Texas. It surprised me a little bit, but yeah, happy to see this one go. And I think it cost $11.60 to send this one out. All right, next we have a Poshmark Canada sale. This one, I've got a couple Levi's jackets here. This one is an extra small. This one sold on, pretty sure it's this one. I will double check. I think this one sold on Poshmark for like $23. Not super great. Not sure if there was an offer sent out or what. I'll have to check that out a little bit. But yeah, distressed. It's got a little hole here. You know, it's got some condition issues, but it actually kind of adds character to this one. Yeah, not a lot of money, but 23 bucks on this Levi jacket on Poshmark. As always on Poshmark, buyer pays shipping, Canada Post expedited parcel. Now I did look, this one must have went out on a best offer on Posh Sidekick, because I had it listed on eBay for like 29 bucks, and then even Poshmark.com it was listed for 28 American. Depop, same thing, about 28 American. So I probably had this listed on Poshmark.com for about $29 to $32. I'd have to look for sure. I didn't look at the listing, but I did look. When I delisted everything, it was listed much higher. So obviously Posh Sidekick sent out a best offer, and then it was accepted. So that's totally fine. You know, I love using that service anyway. It gets you extra sales you wouldn't get anyway. And then after time, it does send out offers on your behalf. I must have mine set at like 15% right now. I do mess around with the numbers. I haven't looked at it in a while. Probably time to look at my settings and see where I'm at right now. But still, that one's going out regular Canada Post. So I'm just going to set it aside, because it can go to any Canada Post, where anything that I've said this multiple times in other videos, I know, but anytime that I ship anything with Stallion Express, it has to be dropped off directly at Stallion Express. All right, the first question here is a Facebook question from Janice Ross. She says, cross-border shipping, how do you set it up? how does it work with duty, etc. So we're gonna try to generalize this question. So I currently use Stallion Express. You can also use a company like Chit Chats. It really depends on what's available in your area. Prior to that, I was using a company called Swift Post. I don't use that company anymore because they don't do cross-border. In my experience, they're all very similar. Okay, you sign up with a username and password, so it's going to require an email. Most of them, you do pay per purchase, but they usually have some sort of credit system. So for Stallion Express, for example, and I know it's the same on Chit Chats, I think, I have my credit card linked and I'll throw $50 on there at a time. I'll use up that $50 buying postage to different countries or different places in Canada, whatever, whether it's Canada Post, United States Postal Service, any courier service you can think of, you can usually buy labels for. Okay, now unfortunately in most cases with most of these cross-border carriers, you're going to have to take your packages to them. So like Stallion Express, you have to drop off at Stallion Express. I do believe you can also ship a larger package with all your items to one of the Stallion depots. I don't do that, but I know that is something they do offer. Usually, so if we're talking about a prepaid Poshmark order, it might cost you $70 for Stallion to take it across the border. If you're buying a label through Stallion Express, that's going to be United States Postal Service label. You'd pay whatever the label cost, plus they're going to start charge you probably the same 70 cents on that as well for them to take it across, but that's all built into the price. It is it's a lot cheaper. You know, there's no question about it. If you're shipping to Canada with Canada Post to the United States, it's going to cost a lot of money. You know, hear some of the things I'm saying, like $8, $9, $10, $11 to ship things like jeans, shoes, t-shirts. It's very, very affordable to use these services. It really depends if it's available in your area. As far as the duty goes, this is straight from the Stallion Express website, so this is their take on it. We can ship a maximum of $800 USD tax-free per day, per location to United States and internationally. So if you're under $800 under $800 USD a day, they're not going to charge you duties on anything. So that's really good to know. I've never had to pay duty on anything, or usually if you're shipping things out internationally, it's the person who's buying it who's going to pay the duty, so it's not something you'd have to worry about anyway. But according to Stallion Express anyway, they're saying up to $800 USD is what they are saying that is okay to ship from their locations. All right, next we had an eBay sale. Now this is a drum module. I got the lid off of this still. It's not in there. I should have looked first, but it's probably in one of these drawers. Oh, I think I see it poking out here. Okay, so this is for a drum module for a drum machine. I'm not super familiar with this brand actually, but the model of it is DM6. It's a drum, like I said, drum module. Did power tested it, lights up, everything works. I do have some of the drum pads here and some other connections. I put power tested only as is. It has cosmetic flaws. It's missing the rubber button there, or plastic shield right there. It's got some scrapes and stuff, but it does power up and I think it does work. Like I said, sold it as is, power tested only. Yeah, 34 bucks. This did come from the Goodwill bins as well. All right, we got this one all packed up in a box with just some packing paper. Really, it's going all the way to Nova Scotia, ICS courier, and it cost about 11 bucks. We sold a hat from the wholesale buy, so it should be in this bin right on the top here. It's a nice corduroy one. I don't know how far back we got to go. It says corduroy, probably it. It's the Victoria, British Columbia hats here. I think I had listed it for about $40 and I accepted a best offer after going back and forth with somebody for about $30. So I'm getting $30 plus shipping for this guy. Not too bad. Happy for a quick sale on some of these wholesale hats. All right, we got the hat all boxed up here. It's gonna go uni all the way to Victoria, British Columbia. And I think it cost about $8. If I was gonna use Canada Post instead of uni, I think it was gonna cost $13. I think I charged, $9 for shipping on this. So, you know, for this one, the courier definitely worked out a lot better. All right, we have another eBay sale. Now this is another part of that drum machine that we picked up at the Goodwill bins. And I thought at first, because this was purchased same day, just a few hours later, I thought at first maybe it was the same person. It's not even the same state or anything like that. Where'd the other one go? forget the other one actually staying in Canada potentially, but yeah. So this would plug into that head, and I think these plug into the different drum pads. But yeah, this was all together. The stand was there. Some of the heads were there. I left the stand because it was kind of heavy. I just picked up this part, the module, and then in here I picked up a couple of the drum heads that were in good condition. So I don't have a lot of money into any of these, and this one actually sold for a little bit more than the other part, than the module. I think this one was like $44 on eBay. This particular one, I actually just sort of made a little pouch out of bubble wrap and put it in there, and then slid it into this eBay poly bag. The whole thing winds up being still under £1, so that was good. It's gonna go United States Postal Service ground advantage all the way to Texas. Yeah, pretty decent. I think it only cost me about $7.50 to ship this out. All right, next we have another eBay sale. Now this one is on the rack, which normally wouldn't be on the rack for a button-up shirt, but I think I put it up here because it was a little bit unique and I didn't want to fold it. It's this Wrangler, it's got like that Aztec and like bull skull kind of look here. This sold for some pretty good money. It's actually sold for about $54. I think you guys might even actually see me pick this up in a video not too long ago. Wouldn't have paid much for this guy, and like I said, 54 bucks plus shipping. Pretty decent. Now this Aztec-y pattern usually does well. I think with the little bull skull things in there also is going to help. You know, not all Wrangler shirts are worth a lot of money, but you know, one like this definitely is going to do a little bit better. I think, what is this called? Is that like a cowboy style neckline, something like that? Also kind of interesting. All right, we were able to keep this one under £1 as well, and this one's going to go United States Postal Service lightweight to Vancouver, Washington, and I think it costs $6.50. Pretty decent. For the other one, for the last one, I know I tried to keep lightweight as well. I did do ground advantage on it just because it had a little bit more insurance, so that made sense to me. This one I don't really need the extra insurance, so using the lightweight is totally fine. Okay, we have another eBay question. This is from 519 Flips on YouTube. They say, "Great video, Jamie. Where do you get your eBay tape and how much?" That's a great question, and I actually have an eBay store, so I'm paying for a store, and you get a coupon every quarter. So 4 times a year you'll get a coupon. So 4 times a year, I normally spend that coupon on eBay tape, and the eBay tape is bought directly on eBay. You can use the coupon for anything on eBay. I use it for tape. I'll throw up on the screen a couple of different listings. I think it's between like $30 to $40. It's kind of expensive for tape, and I think that's sort of what they expect people to do with their store credits when they give them. But you don't have to buy them. So like when you buy my store credit for like 40 bucks, I think you're getting a whole bunch of tape. You can actually buy individual rolls too from different people for like $5. But regardless, that is where it comes from. It comes directly from eBay, and there are a couple different companies selling it on there directly. Plus, I think there's an actual, I think they're an affiliate with eBay. I don't think it's actually eBay, but I think it's like an affiliate store that sells eBay branded stuff for eBay on the website. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. You know, I'm going to be answering questions like this in the next few puller videos. I have some more Facebook questions to answer. I have some more Instagram questions to answer. And also we're going to be, like I said, answering questions here from YouTube. So if you have questions, leave them in the comment below on any video, and I'll try my best to get to as many as possible. If you guys like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content, and we'll see you tomorrow.